Hey guys, my name is Kevin Grant and today we're here to review my new EP, Balance. You guys can grab it on kevingrant.com.
Right, Kevin Grant, so you drop an EP. It's only 3 tracks.
Yeah.
Why is it only 3 tracks, first of all?
Well, the 3-track thing is actually very intentional because I know I have a project that's supposed to drop in the year that's way bigger than Balance, but I still want to feed the fans with music. Like, I can't be quiet for the entire time. So I decided I need to create something strictly for the fans. So that explains the length.
What space were you in when you were writing and recording this? Because it sounds like, you just wanted to tell like a story. It's
What space I was in while recording it? I think it started with the beats. Mostly because I was just finding like the perfect samples. Like, I'm not big on sampling when it comes to making beats, but I ended up finding the perfect samples, and like the beats were just really dope. And a lot of music for me at times starts with the beat. Like, the beat dictates the direction I'm gonna take. So I was just in a space I was making like really dope boom bap sample beats, and everything else flows from there. Whether I'm gonna tell a story or whether I'm gonna have fun on the beat, that really just flows from there.
All right. So what's the idea behind Balance?
The idea
wholesomely, what message would you like it to communicate?
Well, the idea behind Balance, which also ties into the message, is I came from like the boom bap sound. Like, that's where I really started. Like, my very first song I remember was Me and Cavuela, and it was on like a Ninth Wonder beat, on like 2 different Ninth Wonder beats. And that's really where I started like doing music professionally. I'd recorded some stuff before, but like professionally, that's where it started. So I feel like I come from that. And of course there's been a deviation into other types of music that I like, from the trap cuts to like the R&B-ish, like the ethereal cuts and all that. But I felt like I want to balance all that out by getting back to where I really come from. Yeah, so that's the idea behind Balance. Like, it's me balancing out.
So on this tape, everything was self-produced as well?
Yes.
Okay, all right, good. Do you find it easier for you to record on your own beats, or have somebody else make a beat and then send it to you and then kind of just vibe with it?
Do I find it easier to record on my own beats? I'd say yes, I do, because I know what I like. So of course I end up making a lot of what I like. So it's really easier to, do the arrangements. If I want to change anything, I can do it right there and then. But that also doesn't mean that I won't go for beats from other producers, as long as, we can get a bit hands-on with like the arrangements and like, reconstructing anything if I need to. Yeah.
But at first it's a free tape, yeah? Right?
Yes, it is.
So at first it was available on kevingrants.com, right?
Yeah.
Everything was redirected to the website. But now it's available on SoundCloud as well. What led to that shift?
Well, the tape was available, or rather the EP was available strictly on Kevin Grant as free download. Type your email address in and you receive a link. But then as it starts to get a life of its own and like really get into people's ears and people's playlists, I just felt like it's time to like also expand how the fans access the music. Initially it was strictly streaming and free for download on the website, but then I have fans who access my music strictly on SoundCloud. So I felt like after a week or 2 of feeding the people through the website, I could just like open up my SoundCloud and just make it available for those who love to hear the music on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Alright, so you and Jovi Joe, you both dropped on the same day.
Yeah.
And you both dropped completely different sounds. Like, was it intentional? Is it something that you guys had actually sat down to plan? Or did you just say, I'm gonna put out my tape on this date, but then also Jovi Joe was putting out his tape on that date? Or conspiracy theory, it was like you dropped the tape and he decided to show how the strap wave is like. like what's really happening over there.
Well, did me and Jovi Joe decide to drop on the same day? No, we didn't. Like, I set my own release date, and I actually found out, I think, a few days before that he was also dropping a tape, and I actually reached out to him. Like, I see you're dropping a tape. Like, let's see how it goes. Like, congrats on your release. Like, we talked over that span, like a few days before to my release date, or rather our release date, and like a few days after, I was actually like talking to him through Instagram. So I found out right before we dropped, but I think also it's a good thing that we ended up having a similar, like sharing a release date. I mean, it's just a great thing for hip hop. Like who else has a project that dropped like on the same day as another? Plus, also it gives you, as you say, the two tapes are completely different sounds. Like he's on trap kind of wave, and I like went back to basics with the boom bap, and I think that would just go to show, like an element of like competition, because I actually wanted to know, though I haven't asked him, like I wanted to know what his first week numbers were looking like, just to see that, like just to compare and contrast like two different genres of music, two different types of musicians, but then releasing something on the same day. Like how much leverage does one genre, if any, have over another?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 2017.
Yeah.
What would you hope to see? We've started off the year on a very kind of high note. I think from the end of December 2016 or November there till now, so much has happened in hip hop. It seems that there's more activity, more so from guys up and coming, air quotes, yeah, as compared to guys who are already there. What are you hoping to see in 2017 as far as hip hop is concerned, be it from the fans' perspective, from brands, corporates, from other rappers, from the media, like whatever you choose?
What I'm hoping to see in 2017 in hip hop, the list could get a bit long, but I'm definitely hoping to see more quality releases, more like compilation, more bodies of work, because a lot of artists release like singles, but then like you want to know how they think, like you want to know what they could construct, like in terms of a mixtape or an EP or like an album. So I want to see more bodies of work. I definitely want to see more events focused on hip hop, strictly hip hop events like happening. I would definitely want to see more media uptake of like Kenyan hip hop music, because I believe there's a lot of like quality hip hop music that's like in and not just in Nairobi, like just in Kenya generally. Like there's a lot of like dope hip hop artists. Those are just some of the things, but really I just hope to see like a complete elevation of, because I feel like a lot of people are experiencing like a wake up call, like through the events that have been there, through like I think 2017 started with a bang in terms of like the videos that dropped. So I feel like people are getting a wake up call, like the videos are dropping, like it's already like 3 or 4 projects that are out, and we're only like in March, like exactly. And all those drop within like January and February. So it's a wake up call to a lot of people. So we just hope to see like a general elevation of hip hop in Kenya.
Okay. So we're gonna sample your tape.
We good? Okay. Woo! Yeah, it's Kevin. On record, label me as residential credentials.
All right, so if anyone needs to hear it, they're gonna go get the tape first. On this record, on balance, I already know like it's you trying to balance, every other type of sound or every type of music that you create with, where you started from. But at the end of it, it's like, I don't know what happens when you say, I'm done, like right before you say I'm not, I think, right? Was that intentional? Because it sounded like it really wasn't. Almost sounded like it wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, in regards to the end like the end parts of the song balance. It wasn't intentional, really. Or maybe give it like a 50-50, like it was intentional but not intentional. But I actually did run out of like things to say, like, because I was rapping through the entire thing, like with no breaks, no hooks or choruses in the middle. Like I actually got to a point and I was like, okay, like I've said a lot of things, like from the beginning of the song, like what do I say next? And really just considering it was an intro, I was like, it's no big deal if I don't like finish the bars like with an ending, like where you know it's over. So my initial intention was like I'd written like most of the parts, so my initial intention was like get to studio, record what you have, listen back to it, and then see if you'll be inspired to like add your finishing bars. Which I didn't, because I just rapped and got to the end and I was just like because I was like, okay, it's...
You didn't get back in it?
I did, and that's the little I managed to get back into it.
Okay, so like why not remove it? What kind of vibe do you feel it adds to the... Why do you feel it's necessary to have it on the track?
Why do I feel it's necessary to have that on the track? It's fun. Like every time I'm around someone and they hear that, they're like, like that was nice. Like I think it's fun and it's natural. You know, instead of like digitally controlling anything, like controlling everything, like this is where the verse ended, so let's chop it off from here and like truncate that. Like it just feels natural. Like, yeah, he actually did run out of bars towards the end, and he's just like
Do you not feel like that would make people question your skill? Considering this is hip hop and something as minor as having your bars written for you is a big deal. As in, you don't feel like that would somehow affect that?
No, I don't feel that ending affects my credibility as a rapper, because I mean, let's get to it. Like, you just listen to me rap through the entire song. Like, give you dope raps and like dope raps on dope raps, and then you're gonna question my integrity just cause like because I didn't end it properly. Plus, you just downloaded a 3-track EP. Plus, if you Google me or go on my SoundCloud, there's a bunch of full songs. So you're just gonna use that to discredit like my capability as a rapper.
It is hip hop. I mean,
well,
it is hip hop. You do know how these things work.
Well, yeah, I know how it works, but then I don't feel like that would take away my credibility as a rapper. I feel like it adds to like how natural a song can get.
Okay. All right. So track 2 is pretty hard. And
Yeah. The levels is tight, right? Listen, this ain't a story about sin. This is a story about me. I ain't afraid to be seen. We all just wanna be free. All just wanna be clean. All just wanna be... All is trying to be kings. They all just gotta be king. Lose my words before I lose my way. Folks raise me proper, but I glorify the pay. Now I ain't different. Had to find a space. I just pray the Lord keep me for another day.
Alright, so
Another case.
I'm pretty hard. You rap about a lot of things, a lot of like personal things. What's this? What's that track about?
Well, what's the second track about? Pretty Hard is really about things in my in the little time I've had on this earth, that like a bunch of things that I recall and feel that have been like pretty hard, like actually pretty hard on me. So like when you listen to the song, you can derive like a bunch of situations that I explain in the bars where I felt like this was pretty hard, like this was hard for me, this was pretty hard, this is pretty hard for me right now, because it's based both on like past experiences and also like really present experiences, like including like, you know, like ways I feel about things or like emotions I feel about things.
You also talk about people giving you dap, but then you not really being sure that you deserve that? Is it something that you battle yourself with?
Yeah, like to tell you the truth, like it is really a battle, because I've learned like a lot of stuff. Like I taught myself how to make beats. I taught myself how to rap, and like I know I'm good enough for it now. But then at times you would like you can put in so much effort into something and not see the results. And I can't really fault anyone for me not seeing like the results of my work. But then it kind of hits you hard when your music isn't getting you what you feel you deserve, or like isn't reaching whoever you feel needs to be reached with the music. And like time is moving, like we're only getting older, and I feel like it should have happened already or should be happening now. And
you also kind of say that sometimes you feel like you're a little behind for someone who's 25 years old. Yeah. What do you think you should have been able to do, or you should be able to do, or would be in a position to do now that you're not in a position to do, that makes you feel like, yeah, because of that reason I feel like I'm still a little behind for a 25-year-old?
Well, I don't know if I can quite like put a finger on it, because it's like a general like feeling of, I don't know, I don't want to call it disappointment, but then like it's a general feeling, and I feel like everyone gets it at the like at some point in their life, especially like if you haven't reached the goals you wanted to reach. So I don't know, I just feel like I should be way ahead of where I am today. Like I feel like the music should be reaching so many more people, like should be on so many more platforms. I just feel like I should be on a different level. I just feel like more people should be able to understand my music, because that's also something I kind of battle with. Like I rap and rap and rap, but then some people will just take it for what it is, and some will actually go deeper and like search for the deeper meaning of the music. And I just feel like it's probably not enough people out there that understand exactly what I'm trying to bring out with the music, or what I'm trying to do with the music.
Well, if that's how you feel about your music, why not make it simpler? Why not just change it and put it in people's faces, if that is what is gonna get you more numbers?
Well, why not change the music? Well, you see, like to me, I feel like the beauty of a hip hop song or a rap song, or the beauty of like dope lyricism and dope writing, is the fact that you may not get it on first listen or on second listen or on third listen. There's songs I've had 2 years after they dropped. You listen, like there's songs I listen to as throwbacks 2 years later, and I still feel like, wait, like did he just say that? Like how did I not get that when the album dropped or when the single dropped? Like how am I just getting like the double entendre or the triple entendre now? How am I just figuring it out now? And that's beautiful in music, because like if it took you that long, that means that song kind of has like some longevity like in your mind or like on your playlist. I could sing about something now and make it so simple that you get it on first listen, but what happens after you get it? Do you want to go back to the song? Like, do you want to listen to it again? Do you want to recommend it to someone? Because you got it on first listen and that feeling is gone.
Well, I mean, people, you can argue it either way, though. Like, if I get it on first listen, it's easier for me to rock with it till the end still. Like, songs like Apparently, it's there in black and white, but you still listen to it and you still want to, play it till the end, and you can play it again and again. I mean, you could argue about it either way.
But like, you see, the thing about that is like, I don't feel like I'm the only like complex writer that exists. Like we listen to other people's music and we actually get like, I probably don't want you to get the whole song. Like you could get bits and pieces of it, and I do agree that will take you some time.
Doesn't that take away for all us then? Because if I get it and the next person doesn't get it, and I have to explain it and they still don't get it, and the next person doesn't get it and the next gets it, there's two people in that circle who don't really understand it. Like it's gonna take them a little bit of a while, which is gonna take away from the notion of for all us, right?
Well, you could look at it that way, but then I also, when I say like my writing or like my bars can get a bit complex, it doesn't mean that if you don't understand what I said or what I meant by, a line or two, that the whole song is ruined for you and you can never listen to it because you just don't get it. Like, I feel like my music it's good enough to live on your playlist. Like, Balance is good enough, Pretty Hard is good enough to live on your playlist, even though you don't get every single line that I said. But then with time, of course, you like unravel like the mystery that's in the lines. It doesn't mean that the music is so difficult to grasp. Like, when you listen to it at face value, it is enjoyable music. It can live on your playlist.
All right, so the last track is in your section with Super Producer and Papa Don. So before we get into it, why were Super Producer and Papa Don the perfect fits for this song?
Why was Super Producer and Papa Don the perfect fit for song number 3 in your section? Well, first of all, me and Super Producer, I believe, work really well together. Like, every song we do together just like works out. Like you can listen to a collaboration between two people and you can feel like there was no chemistry. Me and Super Producer understand each other. Being both artists and producers, engineers, we understand each other very easily. And the other thing about my features is, like, once I decide to feature you, it's because I've kind of had your delivery or your voice on this song, and I just believe that would be the perfect. Like, I don't search for collaborations. It's like they come to me. Like, I'll make a song and I'll just be like, Super Producer needs to be on this. Like, he needs to do the chorus because I know his voice, I know his music, I know he's the perfect fit. As for Papa Don, what actually made me pick him for the second verse is the fact that this is a ladies track and he just came off of releasing a 7-track EP about his woman. So it just clicked in my mind that, Papa Don just did 7-8 tracks about his woman, and this track is about women or for the women, for the ladies. Papa Don is the perfect fit because he's still in that space. Yeah.
Can I see you in your section? Yeah, I've been looking at your body, I believe that you're perfection. Lately I've been doing some reflection. Yeah, I've been thinking how to tell you that I made you my selection.
Haven't got it.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Saying shorty consider a whole lot. I can tell by how you looking, you done seen a whole lot. Bougie acting niggas holler, they never show up. Self-praise, I ain't with it. Can I show you I show up? Can we lunch? Conversation falling deeper in the cut. Where you been? What's your sign? Size got me in a rut. Time, maybe we could rush. Been a minute giving trust. Can I kick it where you are? I'm proceeding as you blush. Yeah, picture valid, location, marble and leather complete. No need for invitation, drowning your body cuisine. Straight off a magazine, pray for more pages exist. Kevin, are you a thing? Made up my mind to persist. Applause to you, the sauce on you, my soul's cure. And there's more to you, you're dressing I see as obscure.
Was it a necessity? Did you feel like to crown Balance there has to be a track with praising a chick or talking to a chick?
Do I feel like in your section was a necessity for Balance? I'm gonna say yes, I do, because before, like earlier in my career, I actually never used to be able to make songs for women, like, or to women. I guess it's really just based on experiences. Like, how do you write about something you haven't like really experienced, or how do you write about something you do not want to experience? So I think, like, way back, like, my mind was just in a different space. So I was unable to do that. But then today, now that I'm able to do so, I just feel like I have an obligation to do so, because, like, I'm in that space where I'm able to or would want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All That's about it. So where can people get the tape? Where can people get you on social media, in the streets maybe? Wherever.
Well, for the Balance EP, people can get it at kevingrands.com. There's a free download available. There's free streaming available as well. If you only want to stream it, it's available on SoundCloud as well. That's soundcloud.com/KevinGrands. On social media, is pretty much the same thing across the board. Kevin Grands on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere.
Can I see you in your section? Yeah, I've been looking at your body, I believe that you're perfection.